Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to the Archon Soul demo. We are going to go ahead and jump on into a run. This is a roguelike deck builder. I mean, that alone makes it interesting to me because I like deck builders and I like roguelites, so I'm willing to try it out. Although I've also had a weird kick of like dice deck builders, which are kind of fun lately as well. Hopefully we see more of those too. But anyway, a mage from a village torn apart by famine wields the power of nature and growth. Okay, we're a druid. He seeks the soul to power to save his village from certain starvation. Okay, we will try. We will try. This is my first time playing this. I don't know how tough it's going to be. We have an upcoming combat against Punch Wizard. But Punch Wizard is just right up there with Swolock. Sorry. Dumb joke, I know. Your turn. At the beginning of your turn, discarded dice are rolled into your hand. Okay. Drag your dice into the inputs to cast spells. Okay, we want to go ahead and you're going to do a question mark. Dice inputs can have requirements for the dice you put them into. Hover over them for more info. Okay. This is the enemy's intention display. It shows you what the enemy will do on their turn. That's fairly standard for this type of game. What does this do? When a dice is added to this input, the countdown value is reduced by the dice value. The spell is cast whenever it reaches 0, remaining 7. Any dice may be placed in this input. Okay, gain 3 barrier if DV is 3 or less, gain 5 barrier instead. So if it's 3 or less, you gain 5 instead of 3. So this one's a low dice. And this deals 7 damage if it's high. Okay. So I think what we want to do here is we'll put a 3 there. Barrier blocks incoming damage. Barrier goes away at the beginning of each turn. And I think we go ahead and get this going down and smack you. For just a little bit. We're more interested in getting that extra dice. Okay, the number of times the spell has been cast as combat, and the number of times the spell can be cast as turn. Okay. So this one, we want to go ahead and gain a barrier. So that puts us at 5. We're going to have to try and block 14. I mean, we could just put it in here and get... I think we'd only get up to 11, though. I'll go ahead and get another dice for this. We're gonna take damage on this. I think we go ahead and just punch him as hard as we can. I could stack it up on there multiple times, I think. Okay, so now we have 4 dice. Okay, so charges are depleted on that. We have enough extra dices. Dice. Okay, we probably should have been attacking with this, now that I think about it, because he's question mark. So that means he's not going to do anything. He's charging his next attack. I should have done that the first time as well. Okie dokie. Well, he's going to do 14. We could just do this. And bonk. And he's just not... Oh, yeah, he's not going to do any damage to us. It's going to hit our shield. So now we just go full ham on him. So attack seems to be fairly basic. That was pretty easy. That was a fairly straightforward fight. These are your combat rewards. Take as many as you want. Okay, got it. Well, of course, going to take our gold. Die faces. Choose one. I'm going to go ahead and take a 9. That seems like an interesting one. Dice runes. We have shell. Spells gaining barrier. Oh, okay. Spells gaining barrier using this rune gain an additional 4 barrier. And when you cast a spell using this rune, gain 3 grounded. Remove rune until the combat. At the beginning of your turn, gain barrier equal to grounded. I'm not sure whether these go onto dice or whether they go onto... I think this is the spells. So I'm going to go... I'm going to go for grounded because that seems like it's going to have a more consistent long-term effect. And as far as this one, number of times a spell can be cast per turn. All faces without runes on dice used to cast a spell gain toughness rune until the end of their turn. Okay, when you roll this dice, face gain. Okay, so basically, as this thing is used, it makes the dice better for. So it's better for longer combats. If Sandstorm has begun, deal 7 damage. Otherwise, begin Sandstorm. Huh. That's an AoE. I think Sweeping Kick is going to be what we want. It's going to be a nice little AoE effect. So we have equipped spells there. And we go ahead and continue on. Okay, how do we go in here? So we can go into... There's our reserve spells that we can swap in. Base values. How do we actually apply this? I'm not sure how we do that one. I have a feeling it's too dark to see what the path leads to. You can hear the sound of someone counting their gold, perhaps a shopkeeper. We do have 117 gold. Saving runes for later when you better know your build can sometimes be useful. I don't know how to even use the runes yet, though. So that's the thing. We actually have runes in here that I could apply if I knew how to. So it's very... And yeah, you can't just like hover up over those. So I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like, okay, we'll teach you how to do that later. Let's go to the event first. Might as well see what these are like. As you travel through the palace, you come across a large arched entryway. Inside shelves upon shelves of books and scrolls adorn the walls, with cozy chairs pulled up to expensive-looking desks nestled into the corners of the room. A lone pedestal stands at the room's center. On the pedestal sits a black lace handkerchief, and atop that sits an old silver locket. Next to the locket sits a note written in dried blood, never again. Current unit ability is Gaia's Protection, gain 1 impenetrable. Ability costs exact 9. This unit cannot take damage this turn. I think... Gaia's Protection. I don't know what that does. Swap your current unit's ability with Spirit's Protection. So ours is Gaia's Protection. I don't know what that is. Can I actually see it on any of the menus here? No. So I don't know what our current active ability does. So unless I was misreading. No, we have Attack, Barrier, Undergrowth, and Sweeping Kick. We do not have Gaia's Protection over here. That's a nothing. So I'm going to just leave. I know what Spirit Protection does, and its cost is 9. Exactly 9 to become invulnerable for a turn. That I could get behind, but you can reorder the faces of your die in the dice modification screen. Where is the dice modification screen, my guys? I can't do anything in there. Can't do anything in there. I can't do anything in here. So, yeah, that is just being mildly irritating to me. Okay, so we can do it here. You have items to modify your dice. Modify them here. So it's right before combat that you can do that? Ugh. Oof. Your runes and face values may be used to modify your dice. Drag the runes and face values to the dice value faces and modify them. You can reorder these faces by dragging them. Okay, so we actually have dice faces we can mess with. I think we go for... I think we go ahead and put that on the 1. And we hold on to our 9 for later. I don't think we need it just yet. We're going to get a hammer and a skeleton, because frankly, right now, none of our skills really need super high. So we're going to hold on to that until we actually need that. So the modification being right before a fight feels weird. I kind of feel like you should be able to kind of do them in these menus. That would feel a little bit more intuitive. Just a little bit of criticism there. But anyway, still seems, now that we know how these things work, it seems like it's going to be fun. Okay, Gaia's Protection, any dice. These are unit abilities. You can use them once each combat. Drag your dice into a unit ability to activate it. Like spells, they have dice requirements to activate. Gaiamancer's ability gives you the additional barrier each turn. You can activate enemy abilities too. Unit abilities are really useful, so take advantage of them. Deal 10 damage and inflict 2 weak to this enemy. This unit deals 25% less damage. That's not bad. And then we have loose bones, inflict 2 weak and 2 vulnerable on it. This unit deals 25% less damage. So we've got 14 damage coming in. I think we go ahead and kick up a sandstorm. Hit them for 7. I don't know what it takes to activate Rust. It takes 5? Okay, so you did. Okie dokie. And then Sandstorm should end. Oh, never mind. It just does whatever it's going to do. That's actually fine. Okay, so he's doing a buff on himself. Minimum 4 to do that, and this is just any defense. Gain 3 grounded if DV is 1, gain 5 grounded instead. We should probably be using that, but not right this second. I think we just go ham on this guy. Although I probably should have done weakness on him. We just kill him anyway. That sandstorm is brutal. We're going to take a 1. Because we do have a few things that work on low life. When a spell using this rune deals fatal damage, gain 5 max HP. Ooh, and it removes itself on activation is the downside of that one. Spells using this rune deal 50% more damage. And when a spell cast or spell's countdown is reduced using this rune, re-roll this dice. So we'd have an extra dice, basically, if we got that rune. I think we actually go for Force, though. We can use that on the Sandstorm. Walk without rhythm. If the Sandstorm has begun, gain 2 Sandstorm intensity and 1 grounded. Otherwise, begin the Sandstorm. The end of turn, deal 5 damage each enemy unit. Sandstorm increases the amount of damage Sandstorm deals. And at the beginning of your turn, gain barrier equal to grounded. I'm not sure what this. Only dice with odd values may be placed in this dice input. If dice value is 4 or greater, gain 1 might. Otherwise, gain 1 fortitude. We're going to go with Walk Without Rhythm. We are going Sandstorm. I'm not going into Darude. Okay. Event, Elite Combat. You know, if we die early on this one, we'll get to try again without the tutorial. So I'm going Elite Combat. I want to see what their idea of a boss is. Oh, he looks pretty handy. I don't get info about them here. Kind of wish I could hover over them and see that. Modified dice. We could drag this one over. I think. Do we go for a low dice? I think we are going to make a low dice. I think it is going to be this one with grounded. So what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and drag that over to that one. We're going for just, this is going to be our barrier / boost dice. We don't need super high ones, so we're going to hold on to that for now. We might be able to sell it at a shop. And as far as the force rune goes, go ahead and throw that on there. We're trying to make a super dice. Is pretty much what I'm going for at the moment. Okay. So we've got grounded. He's going to come at us for 14 damage. We gain 5 and barrier from this. Remove rune until end of combat on activation. Okay, so grounded is only going to last a little bit. So what we could do Start Sandstorm. Drop in there to get 1 grounded. Pop this to get even more grounded. We're going to take a little bit of damage on the first turn. Grounded is giving us, at the beginning of your turn, gain barrier equal to grounded. So we get 4 every single turn. Cursing 2 of the player's dice. Cursed dice are not rolled during your next turn. Ugh. We're going to go ahead and get an Undergrowth to get a free dice. Yeah. So we curse 2 of them. So we only get 2 dice on this one. Which kind of sucks a little bit. Go ahead and gain some of that. Gain a little bit of barrier because this is going to hurt anyway. We're trying to get Sandstorm going. This guy has... When this dice is used or discarded, destroy this dice. Okay. Make 4 ethereal dice, self-inflict 1 weak on the player. We're going to go heavy into this. It's any dice. I think we actually do go for a week. Just to get more of this going. We can deal with the weakness for a little bit. Improves the amount of damage dealt. Oh, we have a -1 might as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. We'll whack him. Why not? I don't have a way to remove his buffs, unfortunately. So he's going to be doing a ton of damage to us, but I think we still win. So we are going to go like that. I probably should have boosted that first. Let's go for a punch to the face. 21 sandstorm damage. Yeah, I think that sandstorm is actually going to be useful. I need to get into the swing of using it. Ooh, 2 random dice faces. Sure, I'll take them. Since we're not really leaning into any specific... 2 random runes, or we can get bear. When you roll this dice face, and we lose all barrier. Whenever a spell using this rune deals unblocked damage, gain 1 might. There's another grounded. There's chance. That makes us able to kind of control what we're rolling. I do kind of want a second grounded, but I want to see more dice runes. So we're going to go ahead and just take those. Dice bodies. Whenever this dice is used to cast a spell with repeat 1 additional time. This dice cannot be destroyed. Yes, please. Next spell, walk without rhythm again, or we gain 5 might, lose 5 might at the end of turn. Okay, so it's just any dice in there and we can kind of mess around with that. I'll take it as a spare. We're probably going to use that instead of attack. So, like, I will go kind of like that. And we continue on. We could use... I don't think we really want to go for another elite combat. That was worth it, but I think we die if we do that again. Okay, it's just a punch wizard and a mace. Vampire does, whenever a spell using this rune deals unblocked damage, gain that much HP. Permanently remove the rune on activation. Oh, it's a one-time deal. Spells dealing damage using this rune deal an additional 4 damage. We pop you in. Drag bodies into the dice slot. I'm... Okay, actually... Probably should be focusing in on... Can I not put it in there? Or is that supposed to be... Yeah, we apply it to a dice we already have. Okay. None of these are particularly great for this dice because we're doing a low roll on this one. I think we actually go and hold on to those for now. I think we'll do a vampire on that. Since we're probably going to end up destroying that anyway, we might as well go a little bit ham on it. Because we have this doing damage. Okay. So that's coming in for 10. And he's doing nothing. So I think we go... I think we might go full Sandstorm on this first round. Okay, we got a little bit of HP for that. Of course, that destroyed the facing that had that, but that's still fine. This guy's coming in for 14. Don't think we actually block it all, unfortunately. Here he comes in. Ouch. Okay, I'm liking this so far. Could get another undergrowth. I don't think we particularly want to at the moment. I think we want to just bash this guy in the face. And I should have done that earlier, but it's fine. Get a little bit of gold. Die faces. We're going to take another one. Dice runes. We have repeat. Spells with repeat cast this rune additional time. We have recycle. The spell cast or a spell's countdown is reduced using this rune. Reroll the dice. And spells gaining barrier using this rune gain an additional 4 barrier. I think we go for a recycle. All faces without runes on dice used to cast a spell gain spiked rune until end of combat. When you roll this dice face, deal 5 damage to each enemy. Gain 3 barrier, repeat 2. We're going to go probably Rush of Thorns. We're going kind of offensive right now. I think we go like that. This is risky as crap, but this is our first one, so we can actually do a shop. Okay, so we have another grounded here. That's 39. We actually have a decent amount of money. First time this dice is rolled during combat, it will not roll a different face. There's another Rush of Thorns. Total value of all dice used to cast this spell or activate this ability. Deal dice value damage 0. Okay. At the end of the turn, deal 5 damage to each enemy unit. If Sandstorm has begun, gain 1 Oasis. Otherwise, what is an Oasis? Whenever a unit takes damage from the Sandstorm this turn, gain 2 grounded. Oh, and destroy dice. This would actually be good with the indestructible dice. I'm going to take an Oasis. This is your spell trash. Okay, when you leave the screen. Got it. I'm going to put this in there instead of attack. We're going to go even higher Sandstorm. I think we do this instead of Super Bloom. We'll keep Super Bloom around. But we are definitely going into like this Sandstorm stuff. I'm going to go with... Oh, we can go deal HP and gain 10 max HP. That seems like a good buy. Additional spell slot for the rest of the run. That's 91 for us. Or we can get these. Permanently remove this dice body. If dice was not used, gain 15 max HP. We don't care about that one very much. This dice face doubles countdown reduction. I think we go for another spell slot. Just because we can. Oh, it's a special event. What could be happening? We have a boss coming up. We're going to lose to the boss. Come across 2 items in a magic field that will only allow you to take 1. One is an ornate crown. There isn't anything magical about it, but it's surrounded by a damaging field of dark magic, so it must be important. The other item is a simple cloth bag, but upon further inspection, it's full of scrolls detailing runes. Sure, I'll gain 4 runes. Yeah, that one's available only in the full game. We'll go after that soon enough. Now we get to set up our dice and crap. We should be okay. Okay, this one needs to come out. I can see this snowballing pretty easily. So now we have that rolling. I think I think we actually might want to do... I should have done this differently. I should have actually turned that into a 1 and turned that into a 5. That way we'd have all odds on this one. Rune-wise, we go another force. Do another fortitude. Whenever a spell using this rune gains barrier, gain 1 fortitude. Whenever actually, fortitude would not be bad. Sharp. Spells dealing damage using this rune deal an additional 4 damage. We are going to go ahead and grab that on... and put it on the 2. Using this rune. Infliction. Whenever a spell using this rune inflicts a debuff, inflict 1 additional stack. We don't have any debuffs, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we go Fortitude there. Go Force there. We go Recycle there. We just go completely ham on this 1 dice. And we do have another slot up here, so we'll take the Super Bloom. Or do we take the barrier? I don't think we're going to be able to resist enough damage with just the basic barrier to deal with this guy. Because I have a feeling we are going to be losing this. The enemy will not attack during their next turn. So he's got 7 coming in. That's a lot less than I thought he would. Okay. Let's go ahead and begin Sandstorm. We're going to gain... oh, that has to be less than 2. So we would actually have to do it on this one. So Sandstorm has started. We're going to go ahead and gain some Grounded. And then we drop this in on... we're going to go ahead and start building up our dice, because I have a feeling we're going to need it. Oh, we're vulnerable now. That sucks. There's our 2. So this... oh, can we not do any more? Oh, we can't do any more of that. No, we can only get 1 Oasis. We're going to go ahead and get an Undergrowth dice going. And we're going to go ahead and get some spikes on you. Do I think we really stand a chance with this? A little bit. We'll go ahead and get... oh, we have a bunch of low ones here. Okay, so... gain 1 Oasis, otherwise begin the Sandstorm. I think we're actually going to go for this. We'll go with a... oh, what are we actually needing for this one, by the way? Oh, only dice body ones work in that. Okay, so that's what that symbol means. We're learning. I'm going to go ahead and put Rush of Thorns on you. And we are going to do a sweeping kick. Whack! Oh, he's replicating. This is going to get bad fast. Okay, so Oasis is not bad. But we need small stuff for it. This is Fortitude. Whenever a spell using this gains barrier, gain 1 Fortitude. I think we actually throw you in here. Throw you in there. Then we throw sweeping kicks out as hard as we can. Le bonk. I'm going to get Rush of Thorns on you. We're gaining Grounded, which is giving us more stuff going on, but we're not doing too great with this yet. We don't have any way to really boost this one because, well, actually we do have an odd there. There we go. But we don't have an easy way of doing this one into it, I don't think. This is the only body one we have. We're going to go ahead and boost the Sandstorm. Boost the Sandstorm again. Sweeping Kick. And Sweeping Kick. That should kill it at the end of turn. That means this guy's going to come in for 22 and wreck our shit. But I think we actually win against this guy. Almost dead, mind you, but we win. Yeah, we just Sweeping Kick. Womp. And a womp. Yoink. We get some faces. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to take a 1. Probably shouldn't have, but... Ooh, Immortal. Spell using this rune deals fatal damage. My muscle twitched just then, and we just got a rune off of that. Okay, that's fine. Whenever this dice is used to reduce a countdown, that countdown is reduced by an additional 5. Spells cast using this dice gain 50% more damage and gain 50% more barrier. Permanently remove this dice body. If this dice was not used, gain 15 max HP. I think we go for a strength body. Repeat 0 if that damage is fatal. This spell permanently regains repeat 1. Don't think that's going to be that good. That feels like a trap card. Rising Stampede will take, though. And we got another dice. Okay. So that's how we snowball. In additional areas, we gain additional, like, raw dice. What does Immortal do? Deal fatal damage, gain 5 max HP. Permanently remove rune on activation. Okay, so that basically just raises our max life. We do heal on each one as well. So this is like our big dice. I'm going to come into dice faces, and I'm going to replace you with the 1. So now it's all odds. We're eventually going to have them be all 1s. I think you are going to be our next dice to get leveled up. I think we are going to be leaning into just odd numbers. And our current deck is really focused in on low numbers as well. So that's going to be what we're looking at with this. Can we just reorder this so that's to the right? We can kind of give a better chance of getting that 1 on there. Because we don't really have a use for chance. We'll go ahead and get Immortal going in there, and we're not going to worry about the debuff. We're not going to worry about high numbers. The only thing that I could see even being semi-useful right now would be swapping out a 6 for a 9 there. We're going odds, and we are going Sandstorm. That's at least what I'm feeling from this. Okay, dissipate energy. Reset the enemy's minor absorb energy back to 4 and inflict 1 weak on this enemy. And reroll dice, inflict 1 weak on this enemy. Okay, so he's doing a bunch of... They're doing a bunch of small attacks. This one has 1 might for every 4 spells cast. Ew. So we're going to go ahead and kick off the Sandstorm. We're going to go for a Super Bloom. And we're going to do Walk Without Rhythm twice. He's going to do quite a bit of damage, but I'm going to be focusing in on him. And we take our early damage. It's going to suck. I think we'll be okay. This guy needs... Spade energy just requires even, so blip. Probably should have actually done that before. I mean, sorry, after. Let's go with you into there to gain 5 might. Sweeping kick. Sweeping kick. Just to get rid of him. I don't care about the luck feeder too much. He's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I think we'll be fine. So, LeBonk. 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 The sweeping kick seems to be just like one of the most consistent things for us. So we'll take the 3. Dice runes. We have bear. Or time. I think we'll go with bear to remove barriers, because we're about to probably be running into those. All faces without runes on dice used to cast this gain toughness rune until the end of the turn. We roll this dice face, gain 5. Oh, until the end of combat. That goes well with what we have. I think we might ditch this. Question is, where do we put it in here? I think we might want to be saving up for this 6th slot, so we can put that in there. Basically have Rush of Thorns giving us spikes, or we can go barrier for defense, depending on what we're facing off against. This seems like it would be fun, but it's not something we're going to be using. And this only gives us 2 extra dice. This might be worth doing the swap, because we're not getting long enough battles to do Undergrowth yet. I'm intrigued by this. Oh, just a second combat right away. Thorned Demon. That means it's going to do damage back to us whenever we hit it. I am almost putting money on that. Okay, dice sides. I think we go ahead and get a 3 instead of the 4. Actually, no, we'll put it in there instead of the 6. We want to be going low. A lot of our stuff is 2 or lower, unfortunately, but at the same time, we want odds instead of even, so that gets rid of a 6. Because a lot of our stuff is based on odds. We still haven't gotten that heart thing yet, which sucks. Okay, so Thorn Demon. When this unit is debuffed, remove 1 hexproof and negate the buff. Deal 10 damage to the player, destroy dice. Why would I play that? Using a unique special move. I am going to use Grounded. Gonna plop you into some Nature's Armor so we get barriers on it. You go with get 1 Oasis. And you go for... You can only use that once per turn, unfortunately. Go for a sweeping kick. Just kick him in the face. We always take damage on our first turn, which kind of sucks, which means we're going to have to use rest effects. What the hell are you? Deal 10 damage to the player whenever it's discarded. Ouch! So that means we have to do deadly stuff. Otherwise, we're just going to be taking a ton of damage. The other thing we could have done is put it in a Super Bloom, but I don't think that would have been ideal. Which one is this? This is... Deals fatal damage, gain 5 max HP. Okay. We'll gain some more grounded from that. Toughness of... Okay, when you roll this dice face, gain 5 barrier. Sure, I'll... Running that. He's bringing shield in. He's gonna be tankier than me because he's a jerk. I think we go ahead and drop you onto Nature's Armor as well. Walk without rhythm, walk without rhythm, walk without rhythm. And now we're starting to get a decent amount of barrier each turn. Because we have grounded, plus we have sandstorm intensity going on. And we're getting barrier from rolling these. You have a lot without stuff on them, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that on you too. And you go for sweeping kick. But see, now we actually have armor up. We're escalating pretty nicely on this one. And I think this might actually just be blocked by armor. I could be wrong. Go ahead and get Oasis going. Walk without rhythm, walk without rhythm. And sweeping kick. Sure, I will do a sweeping kick and see if it blocks with our shield. He's not going to do enough to get through ours. Okay. We have all the toughness in the world. We didn't get exactly what we wanted there, unfortunately. But I think we can just a womp, extra womp, and get through them. Not as much money from these guys either. That is a new one. We haven't gotten that one. I don't know why it's glowing. We'll take it, because it's glowing. Whenever a spell using this rune gives a buff, give 1 additional stack. Spells using this rune do 50% more damage. Spells using this rune don't use charge. Ooh. I think we go Spirit, though. Deal 6 damage to each enemy, repeat 1, or deal 7 damage, repeat, equal to the number of enemies. Nah. I don't like either of those. You come to a fork in the hallway, both with dead ends. A gate behind you shuts. In each hallway, there's a gargoyle with dice-shaped inset in its mouth. There are plaques underneath each statue. One reads, "Nothing beats the might of the unstoppable force." The other, "Nothing phases the steadiness of an immovable object." Deals damage using this dice. Permanently increase the amount of damage that spell does by 5. Permanently remove this dice body. The next time you cast a spell that gains barrier using this dice, permanently increase that amount. We're going to go for damage. And we're going to put it in on you. Can we not put it on that one? Is it just because... Oh, it's because we have 1 on each face. I think we go... Oh. No, we'll just put it on you. We'll just go for a normal combat because I'm more intrigued by that. Modified dice. Does that actually... Yeah, it's changed now. Oh, crap. It stripped everything off of it, too. All of the enchantments. That's... Well, actually, no. Maybe they're hidden behind it. I don't know. I don't think so. But... Yeah, it stripped everything off of that dice. Well, shit. We have just lost because I didn't realize that was going to strip everything off the dice. Thank you, game. And I should have actually started this thing first. Well, we're going to go after the homunculus. Oh, he's healing. Lovely. We're good. We have lost. I don't like this. And it just goes back to a fucking vanilla dice. That irritates me. I'll kill him and get some max life. Yeah, I don't like that. First dice are not rolled your next turn. Awesome. Let's go and get Nature's Armor going. That irritates me. We're going to play again, and we'll probably get a similar strategy going. It's just, I don't like that. It should have said, if it did say it, I did not notice it. That it was going to strip everything I had in that dice off. It just felt dirty. I guess we're going buff now. DV0 is 10 or greater. Remove all debuffs from the player. We're going to skip those. Well, we're going to have to rest. Shop's not going to... you know what? We're going to go shop. We're going to see what else we can buy. Can I make up for it by buying crap? Not really. There's our extra spell slot. That would be a good one to get. I don't think we're going to really stand a chance. We've gotten kind of borked by stuff. There's nothing I can really do about it. That one is repeatable, at least. Go with... Oh, we don't have enough gold for anything else? That's fine. Here, I'll take another slot for excess stuff. We'll go and rest. Rest by the fire. It's only 35% of our life, but, I mean... Oh, we got 2 dice bodies at least. Let's see what they do. Okay, dice bodies. We've got heal 5 HP at the end of combat and repeat. The heal 5 HP one is nice. We'll take you. What enchantments do we want on you? We'll do additional damage. Go ahead and get that going. Let's get some spirit going. Trying to rebuild that whole dice. This one is just whenever this dice is used, cast a spell with repeat. We don't have a spell with repeat, but hey, this at least gives us access to an additional ability on it, I guess. We can use it on that one card that is this one, Super Bloom. Yeah, I don't think we beat this guy. Mainly because, yeah, we just lost our super dice. Okay, kinetic body. Okay, we're gonna do start the sandstorm. We're gonna go kinetic body. He's doing a special thing right now. And then we go probably walk without rhythm. We'll grab Nature's Armor, starting that one off. Oh, he's impenetrable on... Oh, Jesus. You can use this button to hide your dice if they're getting in the way. I don't want to. Player loses 1 might, player loses 1 fortitude, and player deals 10 damage. What? That is deal 10 damage and remove the dice. I think you go into Nature's Armor. I think we go Super Bloom. And that's charges depleted right now. Go for that on him. Walk without rhythm. Sweeping kick. And then we do walk without rhythm there to get rid of deep. Oh, nope. They're... That is mildly irritating that it doesn't count a negative fortitude as a debuff. That feels like a debuff. Just putting it out there, that feels like it should be a debuff. We're gonna go ahead and get Nature's Armor on you as well. Yeah, there's no way we win this. I'm... This boss is rough, too. I guess we could go Might 5? Yeah, and we just lose. There's nothing we can do to stop it. We don't have enough armor on us. I think I know what I'm supposed to do now that we've learned our lessons from losing our entire dice. Because that just whole losing everything on that dice took the wind out of me for that one. We're going to try again, though. Let's go ahead and start run. Oh, that run was an hour? Well, we're doing another one. Is it going to be in the same video? I'm going to make it another video. We're going to try this again.